Guys, hello and welcome back to the Painintopowerpodcast. So, I'm absolutely loving this. We keep getting the sunshine out. I'm just obsessed. But let me just take you with me. Oh, I'm obsessed. So stunning, so gorgeous. Absolutely obsessed. No, you don't understand how much this is just everything in the world to me. Anyway, got a quick message for you guys, okay? I kind of like these vlogs because it allows me not to chat so much poop, because after a while I can't hold it up for any longer. Let me just check. Hang on, let me just hold you properly so the sound isn't bad. But yeah, so I realised something yesterday. I realised that I think that it's like a burden that I feel so much, right? But then I'm realising that obviously I'm aware that very recently, like after Boomtown, I feel like I shifted into like, I don't know, I feel like I'm at this part of my healing journey where I've really, really unlocked my like sensitivities and like my psychic powers and stuff. So like my senses are really heightened, and it means that I didn't think I could get more of an empath than I already was, but it means that has kind of like massively increased, but it's increased in a way, and I think it's because I thought it was a burden, but really now I'm realising that it's actually a blessing and it's actually one of my gifts. So like basically stuff occurs in me, right, and I start to feel things really, really heavily. I feel things, right, and then I realise that I'm feeling it because the collective is feeling it, and I'm feeling it because I know, the spirit knows that I'll take the time to actually ask why it's there, because spirit knows that I'm so curious. I was watching Florence Given on, Florence Given, by the way, Slay Queen! I love her. She's really just inspired me today to just be in my authenticity and shine bright like a diamond, by Rihanna. But no, she was on, what's her name? Fern. She was on Fern's Happy Place podcast. And she was saying like, she was just saying how she's always been really, really curious and she'll always ask why. And then when you ask why, it's almost like anything that's been bothering you, when you take it, you go, hang on a minute, what are you doing? Why? Why am I feeling this way? Who is this voice? What is this voice? What is this belief? What is this thing that comes and tells me this or tells me that? And it's like, I know that these things are foreign to me, and I know that they don't align with the truth, which is like, I'm a very excited person, I'm a very positive, optimistic person. And so when something comes in and it's of the nature of fear, or of the nature of like self-hatred, self-loathing, or if it's of the nature of like sort of ill health, bad mental health, depression, low mood, it's pessimistic. If it's of the nature of those things, I know that it's something else, or it's something that's I've picked up from somewhere. It's something that's a part of my condition. It's something that's is in me, that is coming up to be, you know, understood and then moved and alchemized, because I think spirit knows I'll take the time to ask why, because I'm so aware of myself and I'm so aware of who I am, and ever since I was a little child, I'm just full of this like effervescence. I'm just sorry, but like, what? It's just really gorgeous out here today, and I'm just obsessed. I'm just thoroughly obsessed. Living deliciously, some might say. I've lost my track. Come on, back to it. Oh yeah, spirit knows that I'll ask why. So then I realised, yesterday I was just walking and I was like, stop looking at you feeling so much as a burden, because actually by you feeling and taking the time to ask why and ask these questions why, blah, 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 it's like you're then able to, this is what I realised, it's two things. One, I will discover something and then I will say it to everyone else and say, guys, this is what I found out, right? And then I will not practice what I preach, and I will not believe what I'm telling other people. So I'll tell other people, you are beautiful, you are so capable of everything, and I'm telling you that because I know that I am. I know that I'm beautiful, I know that I'm capable of everything, but then I still live by like, I still don't let it sink in, and I don't believe it the same way as when I do when I'm telling other people. Like when I'm telling other people, I believe it so much. I'm like, no, you are the best thing to ever walk the earth, because I know that's because I know myself, and I know that there's me and everyone, because we're all the same, we're all one, we're all, you know, blah blah blah. Sorry again, I've just got to show you, mate, because what on earth, this cheeky little world we live in is just so cutesy. Sunshine lolly. I'm gonna have to do a little, sorry, I've got to change arms. That was absolutely exhausting. My arm is really tired, so this is good though, because it means I don't chat to poop for too long. But yes, so I was just saying that I was basically saying that I don't practice what I preach, but sometimes I'm so quick to tell everyone else what I've discovered and then not kind of really start living by it myself. And it's like I realise that it's a gift that I feel things to then be able to kind of alchemize it and understand where it's come from and ask the right questions to see, hang on a minute, why are you there? Sorry, what are you doing? And it then allows me to, I really want to walk this way and go to the thing, but I'm pretty sure there's like a death trap before you get there, like a big slushy water hole. And I really want to go there because it just is the most beautiful view. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it again. I tried it yesterday, but it's been raining, so it's probably going to be worse. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. Let's try and stay on track. I feel it, to be then able to understand it, ask the right questions, ask why it's there. Then I'm kind of like an alchemist where, it's kind of like shaman in a way, where I'm feeling, and then I'm finding these, by feeling things and asking these questions and actually sitting and allowing it to come up and kind of asking questions, blah, blah, blah. It means that I'm discovering healing techniques that are in me. It's like, yes, I'm discovering the fears in me and I'm holding those things accountable and it's really hard and painful. And it's not for the weak-hearted. I'll say that one on that camera. It's not for the weak-hearted, I'll tell you that for a fact. But it does mean that I'm then uncovering like healing techniques and healing, I don't know, just like, what, are you joking? That is just insane. It's like coming off the water. Oh my God. No, I'm sorry. That is insanely gorgeous and beautiful and brilliant. And I'm just so obsessed with the nature. Like, there's just nothing that could heal me more, really. You're just amazing. Yeah, I love you. I'd get down on one knee. Of course I would, babe. I just love you. Oh no, it's looking treacherous. I always get to there and I think, can I get through that? Can't go over it. Let's try it. Let's give it a go. I'm a bit sunblind, so I can't see. Anyway, sorry guys. No, they don't mind. You don't mind? Yeah. Yeah, so then it's like you're also finding like healing techniques, but that means that then I can, look at this, guys. Am I going to make it? Do I make a run for it? Like, do I? Now I've just got to go back through it, and it's only just so I can stand there. Well, I'm going for it. Okay, guys, ready? Because this is going to be seriously... Oh my God, no, because that's all spiky. Right, we're going round that way. Will this way work? Oh God, it's treacherous. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's not even biggie. No biggie. Whoa, no biggie. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so yeah, what I was saying was that I then basically discover why certain limiting beliefs live in us. I discover, you know, the alternate perspectives and the kind of wisdom and the knowledge that needs to be discovered to kind of battle these like limiting beliefs or these like conditioned things. Basically, it's like spirit knows I'll ask the questions and whatever, and it means that I then am prepared to share that with everyone else. And so I'm realizing that my capacity to feel is actually a gift, because my number one like favorite thing to do is to like make other people feel better, and is to like give people advice and like feel like I'm inspiring people. And I've just learned that basically feeling so much is actually a power. Like it hurts and it's confusing, and in a world where it's so hard, like harsh and awful, feeling so much is, you know, but then it's like someone's got to like do it, I suppose. And I just feel like what it means is that I can connect with people, because it means that I've felt things and I've sat with these things, and I can relate to you and everything, because, you know, I'm human and I've felt these I'm not going on like everything's fine, like I'm a robot and I'm a machine and I can just keep going. I'm actually taking the time to feel things. It's really important to me that I'm able to feel my feelings. Like, this is why I struggle with uni and stuff like that, because it's really important to me that every single day I can make like the sanctuary that I need for myself. Like, if there's a day where I'm feeling specifically anxious, or I'm feeling specifically more sort of tired or triggered, or if there's any kind of day like that, I need to be able to even if I'm feeling good that day, I just want to be able to keep that good vibes up and be able to like take myself to the forest. And I don't know, I don't want to shove myself in an institution and sit down and, or like, it's like work, you know, you don't want to just go to work and act like everything's fine when you're not okay, you know? And there's so much that lives within us that needs to be processed, and is like screaming and shouting to be kind of looked at and said hello to and just like alchemized, because otherwise it stores in a body and it can make you physically ill. Like Florence was saying in this thing, it's like it can make you ill to like not express yourself free authentically, and not, you know, it can really make us ill when we hold on to so many things that we don't even realize are actually contributing massively to our illness, whether it be mental, whether it be physical, whether it be emotional, spiritual, whatever. There are so many things, and the best thing to do is to feel, and to really kind of allow yourself time and space to feel, and to be with yourself, and to hear, to listen, you know, and to connect. And I feel like I've been finding it a chore. Sorry guys, I've just got to get through literally what I'd like to call some sort of obstacle. I'm all right, don't panic. Look at this, it's like bloody Bear Grylls or something. Like parkour, mate. It's like DV or something. You know what I mean? I never went on that. Anyway, getting distracted again, obviously. I want to wrap this up because I don't want to ramble too much, and I love to actually like be present with the nature as well. But what I've realised is feeling is actually not a burden, it's actually a blessing, okay? And it's a powerful, powerful tool. I've just realised it's a privilege and it's a blessing and it's a beautiful thing to feel things, because so many people are spending so much time pushing things down and trying not to feel and trying to be what they think society needs from them or what other people might need from them and stuff like that. Oh Christ, there's boys up there, there's roadmen. I like a nutball. No, I don't. See, look, what are you on about? I like a nutball. What are you on about? What are you on about? You literally, I mean, look, they might even laugh, but who cares? And plus, they probably haven't even seen you, probably don't even care. But it's like, immediately I'm like, no, can't be doing what I want to do. And it's funny, because the message I was about to say was, it's like embarrassing to be passionate. And I thought for so long that my being passionate and being excited was too much for people. And it's like, I need to, and I feel, especially right now in this time of my life, I feel like everyone's getting all adulty and boring. And everyone's like, but, yes, this is why I was going to say it. Oh my God. Because basically, oh my God, there's a little feather there. Oh, I don't know if you can see it there. But basically, this is why I was saying this, and this is why this message came up, because yesterday I had a really bad day, and I was just got a lot of health anxiety, and I just was really like not very well mentally. And then I took myself out to this nature reserve, and I sat over there, which I never usually sit at the main stage. But I sat at the main stage, and there was this woman. She comes late. Two of her friends are already in the lake. There's a big group of ladies that basically they go wild swimming, and I've seen them before actually. And it's funny because that woman that I saw yesterday, I'd already seen her in the summer, and she has this big hippie van, and I was dressed as a hippie, like I was dressed like all hippie kind of, whatever that means, and I was dressed all funky and fruity, and then I saw her fruity van, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, is this your van? And she was like, yeah. And then all these women started talking to me. And we were just talking about the wild swimming and stuff like that. And then I saw the woman that has the van yesterday, and she was late to get in the thing, and she literally was just talking my ear off and saying so much. She was being so funny. And then when they all got out, she was saying how she had one of those scariest mental health times of her life. She's like, she was just so low, she thought she was going mental. She's like, this really sorts me out, like literally this sorts me out, like mentally, and obviously stuff like that, right? And I was like, oh, bless. And then she just talked about how she's never been so low, it made her feel mental, and she was talking about her ADHD and stuff, and I was like, oh my God. And I just saw so much of myself in this woman. Like, she's got this hippie van, you know, she doesn't know me really from Adam when she first started speaking to me. And then I said, oh wait, are you the girl with the van? And she's like, oh, I do remember you, yeah. But she just started talking to me, talking. She reminded me so much of myself, like just so excited to be alive, so excited, and just so sort of finding it normal just to talk to a stranger and just say hello and sort of be in your costume and be all friendly. And you know, it was just giving me such women vibes. Like, I just love women, you know, I really love women in their natural authenticity, and just like all, you know, in her little swimming costume, you know, she was just like, I love it. I love women when they're just like in their element and in their power and in their authenticity. And it really was what I needed, these three women, these two women that were in the water. There was like this one South African woman, and she was like, it's like fucking ice in here. It's like fucking ice. It's different to the river. It's like ice. Sorry if that's offensive to anyone, I have a bad accent, but she was just really cracking me up, because and then the other one was like American, and she was like, yeah, it's like so cold in here. It was just funny listening to them speak. Sorry, the other lady was like this like funny British woman, and she was just talking away. And then they were just talking about mental health and how this really helps, and like, and it made me think, because I was sat there obviously having had a bad mental health day, and I was sat there with the nature for like doing my own sort of therapy, and they were there doing their therapy, and I sort of realised like this world needs healing, and I think we need to do it together. You know, I think this world needs healing, and we always think that we're going through things alone, but there's so much that exists within us as people, like especially as women. And I think like like as a 21-year-old woman sat there with like probably like 30 to 40, 50-year-old women, it was like we have so much in common. I see so much of myself in you, and you probably see so much of yourself in me, and we're in completely different stages in our life, you know, probably completely different upbringings, experiences, you know, times and decades and blah blah blah. But realistically, you know, there's so much pain in all of us, and we all need healing. And it's like, I just think feeling is a blessing, but when you do it a lot of it alone, especially as she made me, like, as an ADHD girl, she really made me think, because she was like, you know, you can have such highs, but then like the lows, people don't understand, because what happens with ADHD, especially in women, is we look like we're functioning because we're so hyperactive, or because we're so hyper functioning, and because we're so hyper aware, we're so able to kind of analyze our circumstances and then become the best person that everyone needs for us, you know, adapt. We're so adaptable and so kind of, do you know what I mean? So then it becomes like we're sort of a master of performing, or like, and we kind of love it, it's exciting, and we like to like, but we come across as high functioning when actually, you know, those lows are like unbelievably low, and it hurts even more because we give so much energy. It hurts even more because of how high the highs are, if you know what I mean. It's then like the lows are just so low, and they're so lonely as well. Wow, this is not looking good. Oh, my Doc Martens are going to be, my mum's gonna hate me when I walk in the house. My mum's gonna hate me when I walk in the house. Sorry, Leonie. Okay, so I'm gonna go round. Oh, stress. See, this is what it's like living life as an ADHD woman. You know, trekking through. Oh no! Guys, this is really bad. I'm gonna have to proper do a little leap here. Right, the phone is... Okay, ready? Yeah, off we go. Okay, there we go, did it. Oh my God! My boots with the fur are absolutely disgusting. That was a mish. That was a major mish. But yeah, anyway, and I just felt so much love for her, and I felt so much love for myself in that moment, and I was like, you know what? First of all, there's so much more to life. Second of all, we're all feeling so much, and when you're alone in that, it can feel like your whole world's collapsing and nothing's going to get better, and you are losing your mind. And so this is what it's like. I feel things to then be able to connect with the collective and say, hello, yes, I'm feeling what you're feeling, and you're not alone. And I mean, really, that's all I need to hear, you know? Like, I need that. I'm looking for that validation. And actually, when people turn around and say to me, oh, I really needed to hear that, oh, like, my TikTok is literally amazing for that. Like, people constantly say to me, I needed to hear that so much. Like, I'm so grateful for you. And then it makes me think, oh, thank God. Well, it doesn't make me think, thank God. I don't want people to be suffering with me. But it's like, oh, you know, I'm so glad that gave you a little bit of relief today, because that makes me feel so happy, because I know what it feels like to be going through that. And it's like we have this exchange then, like this energy exchange then, where I know I'm being received in a way that's positive and in a way that positively affects others. I've just seen another woman that I saw before. This is literally an ice rink. I'm really going to be a child and go on it. I've just seen another woman that I saw on this lake before. So I've just seen another woman, and it was so weird because when I saw this woman, these are the things, guys, we're all so connected, we have no idea. Like, we're so connected, we have no idea. And they don't want us to know how connected we are, because then when we start knowing how connected we are, everything that's ever been a problem becomes less of a problem. And then we stop sort of wallowing in our own self-pity, and we stop kind of wallowing in all this sadness, and we start to sort of, you know, open up to this idea of possibility and this idea of like togetherness and connectedness. And that is a threat to, you know, anyone who wants us to be easily controlled under the influence of things like fear and stuff like that, right? You know, our togetherness is a threat because of how powerful it is, because the minute we remember how connected we are, we're so powerful. Because that woman just there, I mean, look, I've just been boosted yesterday by that woman that I saw with the hippie van doing the wild swimming. I've been boosted again today because I just saw that woman who was on the river. So she was on the main stage, like on the main big lake, for the full moon with her friend, and I went to one of the spots that you sit at to meet my friends, and they were talking to these women, and then this big dog came and jumped into the river, and we were talking to them about the full moon and how they come here every full moon, and they go on their little boards with their phones and stuff, and they love it. And she was saying about acting and how she just got back into acting and how it was calling her, and I was saying how I was like getting back into kind of the, like theatre, and how I was going back to uni to do drama instead of sport now, and like it was just the most crazy interaction. This is the main stage, by the way, guys. Look, big lake. Oh, I'm so grateful. You know what, I'm so grateful because I'm so lucky for this. Like, this is pure, I'm so lucky. This is pure heaven. I'm so lucky. Oh, again, I just got to show you again, guys, because it is just Hev. It's just hashtag Hev, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, I just can't believe I saw that woman again. Like, she was literally on here, on her paddleboard, like with her mate, because it was a full moon, and they do it every full moon and stuff, and I got their Facebook and stuff, and I've just seen her again the day after I saw the other woman that I saw. It's just, that's just crazy, really, isn't it? And it's literally that message again of how connected we all are. You know, she's out here today, I'm out here. Not many people come out in this web, you know, and it's like, I feel close to my purpose. I feel close to like this uncovering, like I'm gonna find my people. Oh God, it's like I really started to believe that there was no one like me out there, but it's not that. It's that there are people like me everywhere. It's just that we're all so consumed by so many things. But it's like I can then be the pinnacle. Like I can use my vessel, my voice, you know, all these channels and these tools that I have to kind of show people how connected we are. And, you know, by feeling things and by expressing myself authentically and being honest and truthful about the things I'm experiencing and sharing them with the world, you know, putting myself out there, opening myself up to all kinds of criticism, you know, making myself extremely and extravagantly vulnerable, but feeling like my best self, feeling like I'm pursuing my purpose. And that is how to vibrate on the highest frequency, is of authentic expression and of like the purpose that you know you're supposed to be pursuing. And so I know that eventually my work is just gonna, in fact my work is already hitting the people it needs to hit, and eventually it's just gonna keep expanding and hitting the people it needs to hit, and then kind of I feel like there'll be a full circle moment at one point where I'm like, all of that feeling and healing on my own that was so hard and horrible is like now inspiring so many others to feel and heal. And then it just means that it just means that there's a big domino effect and a butterfly effect where everyone's healing and everyone's loving and everyone's feeling. And I think, you know, by the end of it, we're all going to be a big connected family of love, laugh, and live, laugh. No, but love, light, and community, you know. I'm feeling good. And I hope you are too, my loves. And I hope that you can take this. These swans are racing towards me, ready to start hissing and... Listen, I'm not staying, don't you worry. They always want to come be fair. They always want to come be fair. Come on now, don't be nasty. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. But yes, I realised that feeling's not a burden, it's a blessing. And I also realised that we're all so much more connected than we realise. And that is the best thing in the world. Love to you all, yeah? Love to you all because you deserve it. And be your most authentic self, man, because it is the highest vibrating frequency. And when you are being your authentic self, look at the things that come up. You know, oh my God, that's embarrassing. Oh my God, that's cringy. Oh my God, that's like, you know, like, at me. You need to ask those questions. Why? Why are you there? What is that? Why is it there? No. You are fantastic. You're so fantastic and I love you. Mwah. See you later, my loves.